Good evening, Dr. Noliana and fellow classmates. We are Group 2 and today we will be presenting a topic entitled The Impact of Foreign Direct Investment FDI on Employment and Technology Transfer in Malaysia. In this presentation, we will discuss how foreign direct investment contributes to employment opportunities, promotes technology transfer and support Malaysia economic growth. We will also highlight some of the challenges associated with FDI. Without further ado, let us begin our presentation. We would like to introduce the members of Group 2. My name is Nurul Hidayu Kamarudin and together with Azhari bin Subri, Adlan bin Abdul Nazar, Muhammad Farhan bin Abdul Malik and Wu Chung Hong. We have worked together to complete this assignment. With that, let's move on to the introduction of our topic. Now I would like to introduce our topic. The introduction of our topic is Foreign Direct Investment or FDI. FDI refers to investment made by foreign companies or individuals in business or asset located in another country. In Malaysia, FDI has been a key driver of economic growth by bringing in capital, advanced technology, and expertise. FDI is important because it creates employment opportunities, promote technology transfer, strengthen local industry, and support long-term economic growth. Some examples of FDI in Malaysia include Intel and Infineon in the electronic industry, Honda and Toyota in the automotive sector, and Microsoft and Huawei in the digital economy. The objective of this study are to analyze FDI trends in Malaysia, evaluate its impact on employment and technology transfer, and examine the role of government policy in supporting sustainable economic development. With that, let us move to the next section of our presentation.
Good day, Dr. Liana and everyone. My name is Wu Chung Hong, and we're explaining the trends of FDI inflows in Malaysia. To understand where Malaysians stand today regarding foreign direct investment, we must first look at our baseline right before the global landscape shifted. In the year of 2019, Malaysia was on a highly balanced trajectory, pulling in 31.7 billion ringgit Malaysia in FDI inflow. What economically and structurally significant about this year was its diversity. Services capture around 53% of this inflow, while manufacturing held a strong at 22.8%. This balanced distribution did two vital things. It reinforced multi-sectoral employment opportunity from services to factories, and it allowed for a gradual and broad-based adoption of foreign technologies. However, as we move to 2020, we see a stark reality of external shocks. The COVID-19 pandemic severely disrupted the global supply chains and crushed investor confidence, causing our FDI inflows to plummet by over 50%, which amount to 14.6 billion ringgit Malaysia. From an economic and developmental standpoint, the impact was not just about smaller number. The composition of the investment shifted drastically, concentrating heavily in financial services coming out of Singapore. Because manufacturing, a high-tech sector, took a backseat during this crisis, our venues was creating new high-skill industry employment narrowed significantly. Furthermore, when FDI is constrained to traditional financial services rather than operational or digital industry, the velocity of technology transfer inevitably slowed down. It was the year of resilience and survival rather than industrial expansion in the year 2020. Moving into year 2020, we see a strong economic rebound. As global market conditions began to stabilize and investor confidence renew, Malaysia FDI inflow rolled back, skyrocketing to 48.1 billion ringgit Malaysia. But real story of 2021 lies in the where this money went. Manufacturing completely dominated the landscape, capturing amount to 29.5 billion ringgit Malaysia of total, while services accounted for 12 billion ringgit Malaysia. Major global players from United States, Singapore, and Europe re-anchored their operation in Malaysia. And why does this specific allocation matter to our national development? Because high-tech manufacturing and digital services are the primary engines for human capital development and industrial upgrading. This massive influx didn't just create jobs, it created a skilled employment opportunity. It required Malaysian engineer, technician, and digital specialists to step up. This environment inherently facilitated a deep technology transfer as the local workers were trained on advanced global systems and high-tech manufacturing processes, laying on a solid foundation for a post-pandemic industrial modernization. If 2021 was the year of recovery, 2022 was the year of historic breakthrough. Malaysia recorded its highest ever net FDI inflow, reaching an unprecedented at 74.6 billion ringgit Malaysia. The velocity of change here was phenomenal, representing massive 50% increase in investment volume in just 12 months. Let's look at the strategic composition of this surge. Manufacturing didn't just lead, it completely overwhelmed the chart, making up to 66.4%, which amount to 49.5 billion ringgit Malaysia. This bulk of this was heavily concentrated in the sector of electrical, electronic, and transport equipment, with the United States emerging as our largest investor at 37.8 billion ringgit Malaysia. This pivotal moment firmly cemented Malaysia's role as a mission-critical hub in the global technology and semiconductor supply chain. In terms of socio-economic impact, there was a gold rush for high-value employment. Then, the sophisticated nature of the semiconductor and advanced hardware manufacturing sectors meant the technology transfer was intense and immediate. Malaysian enterprises and talents were not just observing advanced technology, they were actively operating, assembling, and managing some of the most complex advanced technology ecosystem in the world. Following the historic peaks of 2022, 2023 brought a period of necessary calibration. Foreign direct investment inflow moderated to 38.6 billion ringgit Malaysia. This cooling off period was a direct reflection of a challenging global macroeconomic environment marked by elevated interest rates, persistent inflation, and escalating geopolitical tensions. While traditional manufacturing inflow saw a sharp temporary drop to 5.5 billion ringgit Malaysia, something fascinating happened structurally. The services sector experienced an extraordinary boom, capturing around 35.4 billion ringgit Malaysia of the share. What does this mean for our core metrics? While raw physical job creation in factories slowed down, the quality of employment shifted dramatically towards knowledge-intensive and high-tech roles. The investment is poured into finance, shared services, and digital platforms. This represents a profound evolution in how technology transfer occurs. Instead of hardware and machinery, the transfer in 2023 was a software-driven, analytical, and centered around innovation ecosystem and digital infrastructure. It proved that Malaysia's appeal isn't just about chip factory, it's about sophisticated knowledge base. In 2024, Malaysia proved its economic resilience once again. Surging off the previous year global moderation, foreign direct investment inflow rebounded beautifully to 51.5 billion ringgit Malaysia. Once again, the services sector proved to be the anchor, contributing around 39.4 billion ringgit Malaysia, while manufacturing sector remained highly potent in terms of high-value income generation. Geographically, Asia stepped up as our leading source region, with major capital injection coming from Singapore and Hong Kong, complemented by substantial investment income from the United States. This consistent multi-regional inflow directly supported by robust job creation within advanced service cluster and modernized manufacturing nodes. By maintaining this dual strength in both high-end services and manufacturing, Malaysia successfully solidified its reputation as a premier regional hub for skilled labor. This continuing influx of capital ensure that our workforce remain at the cutting edge of global best practices, seamlessly aligning with the government long-term industrial modernization strategies. Finally, let's look at the horizon. The preliminary data for the first 9 months of 2025 paints an incredibly great picture for Malaysia industrial pipeline. Approved investments skyrocketed to 285.2 billion ringgit Malaysia, with the foreign investment accounting for a powerful 52.9% or 150.8 billion ringgit Malaysia. Services continue to lead the charge at 187.9 billion ringgit Malaysia, closely followed by a resurgent manufacturing sector at 93.8 billion ringgit Malaysia. Geographically, these investments are concentrating heavily in Johor, Selangor, and Penang, where these provinces will deeply establish world-class industrial ecosystem. These approvals span across 4,874 distinct projects are projected to create over 152,000 new jobs. This massive pipeline signals unshakable investor confidence in Malaysia's stability. More importantly, it ensures a steady multi-year runway for high-paying employment prospects and guarantees a continuous, aggressive pipeline for advanced technology transfer. I wrap this up. As these approved projects materialize over the coming years, they will be directly fulfill Malaysia's grand vision for comprehensive industrial modernization and sustainable tech-driven economic growth. I pass this to my next friends for the next part, and thank you everyone.
Hi, Dr. Liana. I'm Adlan. So let us discuss about the overall job market transformations. So to understand the scale, Malaysia secured a record of RM 426 billion in approved investment in 2025. This massive influx is expected to generate over 240,000 new jobs across various sectors. However, this impact goes beyond simple number. FDI completely transformed the job market. It changes the type of skills required by industries and influence the salary level. And while the overall effect is highly positive, providing livelihoods for many families, it also introduced a complex challenges. So let us look at the positive employment impact. The most immediate positive impact of FDI is a massive wave of new job opportunities. Today, foreign investors are seeking highly skilled minds, not just a manual labor. Almost half of a new manufacturing jobs are managerial, technical, and supervisory roles. These high quality jobs means better salaries together with a stronger career path and a higher standard of living of local citizens. Furthermore, FDI creates a powerful ripple effects for a local businesses. A large foreign factories requires support from a local logistics, catering, and engineering firms. As these small and medium enterprise win service contracts, they must also expand and hire more staff. This interconnected web and indirect employment provide a huge boost of the entire local economy. So despite the benefits, relying heavily on FDI brings several hidden challenges. First, heavy manufacturing often relies on migrant workers for a difficult manual labor. This heavy reliance can suppress wages at the bottom of the job market. Second, the rise of automation and artificial intelligence puts traditional factory job at risk, making urgent retaining essential. Third, foreign investors usually choose developed areas like Kuala Lumpur, Penang, and Johor. This creates a geographical divide, causing a brain drain from rural towns and leading to overcrowded cities. Finally, trying local employment to global companies creates economic vulnerability. If a global recession or trade wars occurs, multinational companies might quickly close their factories, leaving thousands of workers suddenly jobless.
Assalamualaikum Dr. Ilana and good day. Today I will present on the impact of foreign direct investment or FDI on technology transfer in Malaysia. Foreign direct investment plays an important role in supporting Malaysia's economic growth and development. According to the Department of Statistics Malaysia or DOSM, FDI contributes significantly to important sectors such as manufacturing, information and communication technology, and also services. Besides bringing the capital into the country, FDI also help Malaysia gain access to advanced technologies and modern businesses practices. One major impact of FDI is the transfer of technology knowledge to local companies. When multinational corporations invest in Malaysia, they bring advanced machinery, automation system, digital technologies. These technologies improve production efficiency, increase the product quality, and reduce costs. Local companies can learn from these foreign firms through the partnerships, supply relationship, and direct observation. This helps them become more competitive in both local and global markets. Another important impact is the development of human capitals. Employees working in foreign-owned companies receive training in technical skills, management practices, and the use of the technologies. This improves the quality of Malaysian workforce when these employees later join the local companies. They bring a valuable knowledge and experience help spread technology across the industry. FDI also promotes innovation through research and development or R&D. Many foreign investors invest in innovation activities which strengthen Malaysia's technological capabilities. They support Malaysia's goals of become a knowledge-based economy, increase labor productivity. In addition, FDI helps Malaysia integrate into global value chains. Local companies supplying goods and services to multinational corporations must meet international standards. This encourages them to upgrade their technology, improve their operations. So, in conclusion, FDI has a positive impact on technology transfers in Malaysia, introducing advanced technologies, improve workforce skills, encouraging innovation, and creating knowledge spillover. Overall, FDI contributes to higher productivity, industrial growth, and sustainable economic development in Malaysia. Next, I would like to talk about the positive impact of foreign direct investment or FDI on technology transfer in Malaysia. Foreign direct investment has played a crucial role in supporting Malaysia's economic growth and technological development. Through investment from multinational corporations, Malaysia gains access to advanced technologies, modern production methods, and innovative management practice that may not be easily available in the local economy. This helps improve the productivity, competitiveness, and technological capabilities across many industries. One of the main positive impacts of FDI is the introduction of advanced technology modern equipment. Foreign companies bring is a sophisticated machinery, automation system, and digital technologies that improve production efficiency and product quality. Local companies can observe, learn, and adopt these technologies, which help them improve their operation and stay competitive in both local and global markets. Besides that, FDI also help in developing human capital. Multinational corporations provide the employees with training, technical knowledge, and management skills. This improves the quality of Malaysian workforce. When these workers later move to local companies to start their own businesses, they transfer the valuable skills and knowledge which benefit the wider economy. Another important benefit of FDI is the technology spillover effect. Local firms gain new knowledge through businesses, collaboration, supplier relationship, and interaction with the foreign companies. They often adopt successful production method quality speed up the spread of the technology and innovation across different industries. Furthermore, FDI encourages research and development or R&D as well as innovation. Some foreign investors establish R&D centers or work together with local universities and research institutions. This strengthens Malaysia's technological capabilities, support the development of the new products, and better production processes. Lastly, FDI help Malaysia become more connected to global value chains. Local suppliers working with the multinational companies must meet the international standards, which encourage them to upgrade their technology and improve product quality. So, in conclusion, FDI has many positive impact on technology transfer in Malaysia. It introduces advanced technology, improve workforce skills, increase knowledge spillover, promotes innovation, and strengthen global competitiveness. This benefit contribute to higher productivity, industrial modernization, and sustainable economic growth. Finally, I would like to explain the spillover impact of foreign direct investment or FDI on technology transfer in Malaysia. One of the most important benefits of FDI is the creation of technology spillover effects. Technology spillover happen when local companies gain knowledge, skills, and technological capabilities from foreign companies without directly buying the technologies. Through the multinational corporations operating in Malaysia, domestic firms are exposed to advanced production methods, innovative technologies, and modern management practices. This contributes to the development of Malaysia's economy. The first important spillover effect is the demonstration effect. This happens when the local firm observe and imitate the technologies and strategies used by foreign companies. By adopting similar production processes and quality standards, local firms can improve their efficiency, productivity, and competitiveness. This indirect transfer knowledge allows domestic companies to benefit from the expertise of multinational corporations. Second, spillover effect is through labor mobility. Employees working in foreign-owned companies often receive specialized training and gain valuable technical managerial skills. When these workers move to local firms or start their own businesses, they bring their knowledge and experience with them. This helps spread technologies and strengthen the capabilities of local companies. Another important spillover effect is through supplier and business linkage. Multinational corporations often work closely with local suppliers and provide training, technical support, and guidance to ensure product meets international standards. As a result, local businesses improve product quality, adopt the new technology, and increase the efficiency. This makes them more competitive in both domestic and international markets. In addition, FDI increased competition in the market. The presence of foreign firms push local companies to innovate, upgrade their technologies, and improve productivity to remain competitive. This creates continuous learning and technological improvement in the economy. In conclusion, the spillover effect of FDI are very important for technology transfer in Malaysia. Through the demonstration effect, labor mobility, supplier linkage, and competition, local firms can gain valuable knowledge and technological capabilities. This benefit help improve productivity, encourage innovation, and support Malaysia's long-term economic growth. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum, Doctor. My name is Muhammad Farhan. Now I will be presenting point number five, which is focus on government policy and initiative in Malaysia, particularly how these policies support foreign direct investment or FDI. FDI plays a very important role in Malaysia economic development. It's not only help to create job opportunities, but also encourage technology transfers from foreign companies to local industry. To maximize this benefit, the Malaysian government has introduced several strategic initiatives, including industrial plans, investment incentive, special economic zone, and human capital development. In this section, I will explain four key initiatives and how they contribute to employment creation and technology transfers in Malaysia. First, let's understand why FDI is important. Foreign direct investment play a crucial role in driving Malaysia economic growth. It brings in foreign capital, create employment opportunities, and introduce new technologies into the country. Over the years, the Malaysian government has actively attracted foreign investors through various policy and initiatives. These efforts aim not only to increase economic growth, but also to improve the skill of local workers and strengthen industrial development. As a result, Malaysia has benefit from FDI in many sectors such as manufacturing, electronic, service and digital industry. This show how that FDI is not just about investment but also about long-term development and global competitiveness. One of the major initiatives is the implementation of Industrial Master Plan, including the new Industrial Master Plan 2030 or NIMP 2030. This plan aims to transform Malaysia into a high-income and industrialized nation by focusing on advanced manufacturing, innovation, and sustainable economic growth. The government encouraged foreign companies to invest in high value industry such as electrical and electronic, aerospace, green technology, and digital economy. As multinational companies establish operation in Malaysia, more job opportunities are created. At the same time, local workers are exposed to advanced technologies and modern production systems. This helps them improve their technical knowledge and productivity. In addition, cooperation between foreign and local companies promotes technology transfers and industrial upgrading. Another important initiative is the role played by the Malaysia Investment Development Authority or MIDA. MIDA attract foreign investment by providing various initiatives such as pioneer status, tax exemption, investment tax allowance, and grants. These incentives reduce business costs and make Malaysia more attractive to investors. As a result, many multinational companies establish factories, research centers, and regional headquarters in Malaysia, creating more job opportunities. In addition, foreign companies provide training and exposure to modern technologies. Local employees can learn advanced technical skill, management system, and innovative production method. This lead to effective technology transfers when workers apply what they have learned in their career or business. In addition, the Malaysian government has established free trade zone and special economic corridor to attract foreign investment. Example include Iskandar Malaysia and the Northern Corridor Economic Region. This area provide better infrastructure, strategic location, efficient transportation system, and special tax incentive. The government also simplifies business regulation, making it easier for multinational companies to operate. As a result, these zones contribute to employment growth, especially in manufacturing, logistics, tourism, and service. At the same time, foreign companies introduce modern technologies and local workers gain hand-on experience with advanced systems, improving their skill and strengthening national competitiveness. Furthermore, the government focused on human capital development through technical and vocational education and training or TVET programs. The purpose of TVET is to equip Malaysians with technical and professional skill required by modern industries and foreign investors. The government works closely with educational institutions and industries to ensure that training match current market needs. Through TVET, students and workers receive hand-on training in engineering, information technology, automation, and industrial operation. This improves employability and prepares them for technology-intensive industry. Skilled workers are also be better able to adapt to advanced foreign technology, making technology transfers more effective. Therefore, human capital development is essential to ensure Malaysia fully benefit from FDI. In conclusion, the Malaysian government has implemented various policies to maximize the benefit of foreign direct investment. These include Industrial Master Plan, MIDA incentive, Free Trade Zone, and TVET program. Together, these initiatives attract multinational companies, create job opportunities, and improve technology knowledge and workforce scale. They also strengthen Malaysia's competitiveness and support long-term economic growth. Therefore, continuous government support is essential to ensure that FDI continues to contribute positively Malaysia future development. Thank you.
In conclusion, foreign direct investment or FDI has been an important driver of Malaysia's economic growth. FDI is not only bring investment capital but also introduce new technology, better business practices and innovation, helping local industry become more productive and competitive. It also develop human capital by creating jobs and providing Malaysians with valuable skills, experience and exposure to international standards. This knowledge is then shared with local business, encouraging innovation and technology transfer. The Malaysian government support FDI through initiatives such as New Industrial Master Plan 2030, MIDA incentive, Free Trade Zone and TVET programs, creating a business-friendly environment that attracts quality investment. Overall, FDI has helped Malaysia build a stronger, more innovative and knowledge-based economy with continued government support and industry collaboration. FDI will continue to contribute to Malaysia's sustainable economic growth. Thank you.